Product and keyword research is the most critical and most essential part of your Etsy business. If you do not figure this out, you will not be successful on Etsy. There's going to be just a lottery luck game that some people sell the right product and you so happen to be into the product that doesn't do so well, or it takes you so long to make that it's just not worth it. So product and keyword research is absolutely critical. But which one comes first? Keyword research or product research, and how to know the difference between that. All of that I want to explain in this video. I'm also going to jump on the computer and show you how I do it so that you know how to do it. I've sold on Etsy for the past seven years, and I've sold over 200,000 sales collectively with all my Etsy shops, and I've sold many different types of products. Now I consolidated to just dog collars because I really went vertical by being a print-on-demand manufacturer for other Etsy shops, which right now I do over 20 Etsy shops that I manufacture. For the past year and a half, I've done over 100,000 sales in manufacturing. So I get to see behind the scenes as well with people that are doing it correctly. I've also consulted top seven figure Etsy shops on how to improve their sales and find the right product. So what I'm going to share with you guys in this video, this is what I live, this is what I do, and understanding proper product and keyword research is critical. Let me tell you, that's the most important thing. So I want to jump on the computer and show you. Now, what's the difference between product and keyword research? It's really important to understand the difference. Now, the product research, it's understanding what product to sell. Let's just hypothetically say you're going to sell a watch holder or or a glasses holder. Maybe you're going to do personalized, maybe not, but let's just say this is what you're going to sell. Or you're going to do keyword research is what kind of keywords do they use to find this product? What are the kind of, where do they start? How do they find the product? It is the map on how to get to the product. So do you need to know the map or do you need to know the product and then create the map after? So what I like to do is kind of a little bit of both, but I really exist mostly in the keywords because the keywords give you a more objective and data-driven information on what's the traffic. Now, you can find the amount of traffic on third-party software like eRanks, Mermalead, all of this stuff could tell you the traffic per keyword, but what I like to do is I like to exist on Etsy, and I look to look into Etsy and see what's selling, what's physically selling, and what keywords are attached to those products. Essentially, what I want to know is where the customer is coming from to get to this product. Do they come from hunting? Do they come from gifts? Is it women that are buying gifts? Is it men that are buying it for themselves? Are they getting ready for an event? I want to know where they're coming from, because when I understand when they're coming from, I can create this product, the color, the texture, all that stuff, and I can attach the keywords. So I invite those types of customers, and those type of customers come to my product, and they're more likely to buy because it's higher relevancy, because I've been waiting for them. I've created my listings for those customers. And so as you guys watched my previous video, if you have not yet subscribe, hit the bell notification. I release videos where I talk about really on the ground work. This is not the channel like any other, and I confidently can say that because what I talk about here is on the ground, actually works. I implemented and I continue to implement, so subscribe, hit the bell notification. But one thing I talk about is relevancy. It's one of the most important metrics, or not even metrics, it's the most important thing you need to focus on. How relevant is your product to the keywords you're attaching, right? If you're going to say personalized watch case or personalized glasses case, when people are coming to your product, is it relevant for them? If you're going to sell it to moms that are trying to get ready for their first birthday for their baby, well, you're not going to be relevant. It's not relevant for them to say gifts, right? You're not going to be relevant for that customer. But for somebody that might be getting ready for Father's Day, hey, maybe that's going to be the case, but you don't know if that's the case. So finding out where they're coming from, properly positioning the product will improve your relevancy. That's also improving the amount of your advertisement. A lot of people say my advertisement doesn't work. Well, of course it's not going to work, because you're trying to sell to people you don't know. You haven't prepared your listings for those people. But once you prepare your listings for those people, understand the textures, the colors, what are they looking for exactly in the product? Are they looking for one, or are they looking for multiple? All these details you need to prepare, and then create those keywords, and then invite those customers to come into your shop, and then you're more likely to sell to them. But it is the keywords that will help you track where they're coming from, so that then the product is influenced or affected. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I'm going to jump on the computer, show you what I do. So let's just say we're going to be looking at this leather watch case. Okay. By the way, Facebook does this. These are Meta glasses, and they did this. They found out what's the customer that's going to be buying our product. Oh, it's guys. Oh, let's make it leather. Yeah, if they knew majority of it would be women, it would probably look a lot different. But because they know mostly guys buy this, they've decided to choose the color and really create this experience for men to have a great time buying the product. And so this is something that big companies do all the time. And I want you to show you how to do this on Etsy. So first thing, let's just say we found the product. We're going to start with the product and we're going to work our way backwards. By the way, I do have a free course on how I got $600 in sales on daily volume within 42 days. So if you want that free course, I talk about that in the description below. It's 5 or 6 videos of how I opened up an actual Etsy shop that you get to see. I also am, like I said, a dog collar manufacturer. I'm a print on demand manufacturer. If you've been wanting to join the program, you've been watching my videos, you've been thinking about joining the program, hey, that's not going to be open forever because I'm getting new sellers onboarded all the time, and I only have an X capacity. I don't have unlimited capacity, so I'm going to be closing that down because I'm getting for quite a bit of sales, or I'm getting quite a bit of customers coming in, or clients that want to work with me. And so I want to make sure I meet their demand and not just get as many people as possible and not be able to meet my end of the deal. So that is going to be closing down. So if you've been thinking about joining in, hey, jump in there, sign up. Even if you're going to, maybe you don't have time right now, maybe you're going to do that later, but just sign up so that I know that you're in there. So that way, when we get for the holiday season, we're starting to order inventory. I know exactly how many sellers are going to be, and roughly how much I need to order. So that's important for me. So if you have been thinking about it, sign up. Just sign up so that that way I know. All right. Without any further ado, let's think about this. Let's just say you want to do leather watch case, but you don't know where the customers are coming from. So what I found is that there's 3 different directions we're going to go with. We're going to go watch case. Let's just open up notes. We're going to do watch, travel watch. We're going to be groomsmen father gifts. You see how this is a different, and then we're going to do leather watch case, or you know what, more specifically watch case. You see how these are 4 different directions. Customers might have come from 4 different areas of, where they came from. It's the 4 different directions we're going to take. So what I'm going to do now, again, you can use other, third-party softwares on finding this information, but I like to use Etsy because it's just right there. It's free and it's right there. Now, first thing, before we do this on a listing, we want to make sure that it sells well. You don't want to start doing this on a listing that doesn't sell well. What you're going to do is you're going to go suggested, most recent, and if you've been following, you know exactly why I'm doing this. Basically, you want to find and make sure that there is at least 1 review each day. That tells you they're actually getting sales. And then you want to figure out where those customers that are buying these products coming from, right? Really simple. Now then, what I would recommend is go on other competitors and see if they're replicating the same results. And I kind of did that, and that's the case. Now, here's the thing. A side note, just because they're doing well doesn't mean you're going to do well with it. And that's why I like to also check in with competitors and see if they're also succeeding in that. The best things that you will find when you are keyword or product researching is to find new sellers that are doing well. If new sellers just posted this, now I found a watch case that new seller just started, or a leather wallet, I think, and they are doing great. It's just brand new sellers. Now, obviously, because Father's Day is coming up, but that tells me like, hey, if Father's Day is coming up, you order a ton of wallets from China. Let's say next year in April, I'm going to order, not that I will do, but you can order a ton of wallets knowing that there's a pretty darn good chance you're going to sell out on that inventory, because new sellers and all the other sellers are doing really well at this time of year for that product. Just a side note, these kind of things it's really important to note, jot down, plan for next year. Also really important as you're doing product and keyword research, you can find something, oh, it's because of Father's Day. Now it's kind of late on Father's Day right now, but it gives you an idea and you can plan for it. This is how you build a business, is finding products and making investments based on research. Okay, so anyways, we're going to see which out of these 3 keywords we're getting the most traffic. And we're going to put an out of 10, what's the out of 10, what we think, keywords this does. We're going to give it a score, okay? Again, I talk about more about this in my free course and my bigger course, or Masterclass, if you do want to continue and join that as well. We're going to find the difference. So let's go and just do watch cases. We're just going to do watch case. Well, actually, no, you know what? Because we've been clicking on it, we've now tinkered with the the algorithm. And so it's going to assume that, it's going to assume that, we've already clicked on stuff. And yeah, so it looks like it's nice and fresh for us. We're just going to type watch cases and we're going to see whether they're doing the same. So let's type in watch case here. We're going to go down on review, most recent. Again, this is a quick and dirty, May 10th, May 1st, so really not doing well. So this watch case doesn't do well. So it's just the fact that it's a watch case. Now, obviously we know this one. Let's take a look at this one. This is more closer to what we are doing. They're doing watch, travel watch, Valentine's Day. Okay, so one thing important, it's none of this, okay? Let's see how well it does without that keyword. That'll also kind of give us an idea whether travel watch. Well, no, groom gift, never mind. I kind of lied. Okay, this one is not gonna work for that. But anyways, May 7th, so this one's not doing well. So in the keyword of watch case, let's do one more. This one says popular, so let's see how popular it is, most recent. May, April, okay, so definitely not a product. So I would give this a really bad score. I would give it a score of 3 out of 10. I mean, because it literally says popular, and I checked on this, and it's not. So, wah. Okay, so now we're gonna do groom's father gift, okay? Now, we don't need to click on exactly the same product. We could click on a different product. Ooh, these speakers. Let's try these speakers and see how well it's doing. It says bestseller. Let's see. Most recent, May 20th, yeah, this is just great. Little speakers, that's kind of cool. Little Bluetooth speakers. It's crazy how far technology has come to where buying a speaker is like super cheap. It's just insane. Okay, let's try this one. Most recent. Okay, so April, not bad. It's not the best, but not bad. Father of the groom. Let's try this one. Most recent, 20th. Oh yeah, this is good. This is great. Okay, so they're getting more consistent. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 8, maybe 7. Yeah, let's do 8. And then watch case, just travel. Well, I think it was, yeah, we did travel. No, sorry, we did watch case. Yeah, we did watch case. We didn't do travel. I mistyped that. Let's try that. Fix that. Let's do travel watch case. Travel watch case. Okay, we're gonna see what the travel watch case is. Okay, and see if is the traffic coming from this keyword. Again, this is being very broad and being very generic. So 20th, okay, not bad, not good, but not bad. Definitely better than just watch case. So travel case is better than just watch case. Let's see. Let's try this one. Most recent, 20th. It's good, but not. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a score, say a 6 out of 10. So you see that we could kind of assume that there's more traffic coming from this area. So what we're gonna do is we're now gonna explore more in that area. Groom's gifts. Let's just type in groom's gifts. Okay, we're gonna see, hey, does groom's gift have traffic? Let's click on this belt. This is a groom's gift. Okay, or groomsmen gift, right? You can look into that. So the 20th, oh yeah, this one's doing really well. So we're gonna close that. We're gonna check, let's try this barrel. Usually when it's a niche product, I don't always get too crazy about it, but so usually niche gifts I kind of ignore because Etsy does throw in these things once in a while. It might be doing really well, it just hasn't reflected in the reviews, but I usually try to stay away from that. But something like this, I always, take a look and see. So May 20th, not the best. So groom's gift, how about a groomsmen gift? Groomsmen gifts. Is that how you spell it? I don't know. Let's see. Groomsmen gifts. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, bobbleheads. Now, not that we're gonna sell it. You don't have to sell the product to find out. So, not that great. Bobbleheads are not doing great here. Let's see. Let's do this groomsmen gift box, proposal box, groomsmen proposal box. Most recent, May 20th, so not too bad. Okay, so what we know, we went a little bit further, but we found that groom's father gifts, groom's father's gifts. So that's the one that we know that the traffic is definitely coming from this area. So when we create a product, say we're going to do, let's just say leather wallets, leather wallet, groom's father gift. Or let's just say we're going to do leather wallets, groom's father gifts. And let's just see if a product, Father's Day, okay, men's gift. So there's some father to that. So maybe there is some traction from the Father's Day, obviously. Okay, so there's something. So when you're creating a wallet, let's just say you are into wallets. You've started off from maybe watch gifts or whatever, but you found out the groomsman father gifts or groom's father gifts. That's the keyword that you can prepare for those customers. And then you can start to create the product to meet that customer. And then that's going to give you a better chance. Now, along the way, we found out several things. Now, we found out that, hey, travel's not so much, watch case, but groomsman gifts, I would say probably groomsman gift is probably like a 6 or even 7 out of 10. I would think about that. So I would definitely include this gift. Keyword. I would include this keyword. So what you're now doing is you're finding out more and more about where the traffic is coming from, and you might not even have a product in mind as you're looking at all these gifts in the groom space. You're then going to find out, oh, I can do wallets. Oh, I can do watch case, or I could do glass case, or I can do wood. What can I do with wood? Oh, flip, night switch or flip knife. I don't even know how to say it. But the point is that you're starting to now think of a product because you're going to be preparing yourself for those customers, thus increasing your chances. Now, again, you could come across a product, maybe your money clip, you came across a money clip that did really well, and then you're exploring the keywords within that money clip. Hey, where are the customers coming from to this money clip? Again, you want to understand your customers so that you can then prepare for them. That way your relevancy is higher, and your higher relevancy means better sales. So hopefully this was useful. Again, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, check out the links below if anything applied to you. And until next time, have a great one.